Hello everybody, this is Susie. Welcome to my tutorial about making a podcast for classroom management. We all know that classroom management is very important for teachers. It's important to let students to pay attention to our instructions. Besides giving some announcement during class time, we can also make the announcement a podcast and let students to listen to it after class. The app we are using is called GarageBand. It's an app for Mac, so you must have a Mac in order to use this app. So let me find this app here. So this is the icon and click it. Then you click podcast, choose it. Okay, so the window shows up. And then since it's a podcast and you also want your your student to get more engaged, you can add some music to it. And then you can click this button here and click audio. You can find that a lot of music and sound effect will show up. And then so the jingles is just music things that like sounds pretty good. So you can add any. For example, I want to add country music. Let me choose a short one. For example, this one. So it sounds pretty good. So I'm just gonna put it here to jingles. And then since it's pretty long and I think it's very long, it's too long for like my intro music. So I can just shorten that by squeezing. Yeah. I think 5 seconds will be good. And then, so right now I want to add some sound effect to this intro music, like the fade in and fade out volume. So you can click this button and then click track volume. So this line indicates what the volume is. The higher the line is, the louder the volume is. So we can start to divide the music into several sections. For example, I want 4. So you can just divide by just clicking, and there will be some round circles shows up. And then one is to be quiet at the beginning and to fade out later. Then like this. And turn down for a little bit. And then we click this to hear, to listen to it. Okay, now it looks like it sounds pretty good. So right now I'm gonna do my sample announcement. Suppose that I have a class of 3rd graders and we're going to the art museum tomorrow and have a field trip. So now I'm giving my students some steps about what to do tomorrow and what to follow. Okay, so I'm gonna record my voice. I'm gonna click female voice. I'm gonna record my voice by hitting this button. This is recording. Hello, boys and girls from my bunny classroom. This is Miss Yu. As I said in the class, we will have a field trip to the art museum tomorrow. This podcast is a reminder for all the steps you need to follow. First, we need to meet at the front door of our school at 8:30 today. Please arrive on time. Please bring your pens and notebook with you. You can also bring your camera if it's available. Okay. So this section is done. And then we can go ahead and record more if you like. While you're in the museum, please write down or do some sketches about your observations. Also write down your thoughts about the artworks you see today. We'll also have lunch outside, so please bring enough money with you. Our field trip will end at around 2:30 p.m., so if your parents are going to pick you up, please let them arrive no later than 2:40. Okay, I hope you can get a good trip tomorrow. Okay, so I'm done with my recording. So let me hit this to go very beginning and see what it sounds overall. Hello, boys and girls from my bunny classroom. This is Miss Yu. As I said in the class, we will have a field trip to the art museum tomorrow. This podcast is a reminder for all the steps you need to follow. First, we need to meet at the front door of our school at 8:30 today. Please arrive on time. Okay, so right now I stopped that because I found something that I recorded wrong. It should be tomorrow rather than today, so I can just editing that by I'll drag it to like a little bit back of the word that I want to edit and then listen to it today. Please arrive on time. No, it's not the correct. Please. First, we need to meet at the front door of our school at 8:30 today. Okay. So I'll record this sentence again. First, yeah. You don't need to delete anything. You can just hit this to let your voice cover. Your new voice cover your original voice. First, we will meet at the front door of our school at 8:30 tomorrow. Okay, let me see how that sounds. All the steps you need to follow. First, we will meet at the front door of our school at 8:30 tomorrow. Please arrive on time. Okay, let's continue. Please bring your pens and notebook with you. You can also bring your camera if it's available. Okay. Then I think I should get rid of the irrelevant thing. So, but since it's a whole section, we need to divide this into two and delete the very last part. So, you can just do it by okay. This is what I want to do. Pull it apart. You can also do it here. And notebook with you. You can also bring your camera if it's available. While you're in the museum, please write down or do some sketches about your observations. Also write down your thoughts about the artworks you see today. We'll also have lunch outside, so please bring enough money with you. Our field trip will end at around 2:30 p.m., so if your parents are going to pick you up, please let them arrive no later than 2:40. Okay, I hope you can get a good trip tomorrow. To add some exit music to it, and just like what I did for the intro music, just play it and see if it's good for the podcast and feel like it's pretty good. And then pull it here. Yeah. And then since it's too long, I want to shorten that by squeezing it. Yeah, right now I want this music to fade out at last. So I need to track the volume. So it can be, I also need to divide the the track into several sections since they're not the same volume overall. So just click this, like you can divide it like into whatever sections you want by just clicking that. And then, for example, you want to be very loud at the beginning. Just click this and then pull it here. Yeah, and then you want it to fade out, and let me see if it sounds okay. All right. Okay, it seems to be very good overall. And then after you're done our editing, you want to share that with your with your student, and also if like save it on your computer. So if you want to save it on your computer, you just go to the share menu and hit export past podcast to disk, then export, and just hit continue and name. And just save. Yeah. Yeah, and now you can see the announcement podcast here. Yep. And then since the MP3 version, you can attach this to the email and send it to your student. Okay. So as you can see, there are several advantages of recording the announcement in podcast. First, by adjusting the volume of the audio, students can hear the announcement more clearly. Second, if you don't understand or you unintentionally missed what the teacher said in podcast, you can play it again. Last but not least, it can attract students' attention because there can be some music incorporated into the podcast. Thanks for watching my tutorial. See you next time.